Enough said. Hey everybody in YouTube lands, it's Shroud Savage, and today we're going to look at the parts and the whole MS of the beginning Gundam. So without further ado, let's get started. First off, we're going to go from the feet up. So here is one of the legs. Now if you look closely, I did a little lining here, and you can notice the scratches from me sanding this. And this is my first time actually doing any lining after scratch. So it's not that bad from afar, but up close, yeah, it's pretty terrible. If you notice at the feet, it's got this mechanism where you can just put that into the leg and then pull it up, and then you can like get all this free movement. I think that's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool mechanism. Next up, we're going to look at the feet, and I think the feet need its own thing alone because just so triangle. It's got like 5 triangles right here, you see, on both sides. It's pretty interesting. The entire the model's like that. You notice on here it's got some armor for itself, and it can like pivot like all up here. Of course, it won't be able to move that much due to the leg, but when it is, it looks pretty cool and dynamic. You can get all the dynamic poses with this. I think that's pretty cool. Here's the leg itself without the foot. Notice that some of these are stickers, like right here on the shin, and these yellow parts. They are both stickers. You notice again that it's very triangular, like 4 here on both. There's 4 on both sides. And at the bottom, 3 each side. Now up here, we got a little mechanism. We got a little part right here that goes into the hip joint. Now if I can just get this unstuck, got a little thing, you can disconnect it. And I did a little lining in back. This part right here, behind the leg, is pretty cool. But this, I don't know. This bottom part, I'm not too sure. It's a bit iffy. You can get this articulation, so about 170 or something like that, somewhere around that part. And like I said before, that little mechanism that can go into the foot. I mean leg. So yeah. Next, we're going to look at these 2 parts. This is all the skirt armor and the thing that will connect into the chest. Better check out. Oh, see here that the side skirt armor, it just fell off. Yeah, that'll happen if you push the legs and try to do a split on this model. So can't get all that much movement if you don't want to, make the armor keep falling off and just, get irritated. So, like I said, very triangly. This whole thing is just filled with triangles. It's on the side skirt armor, it's on the back. Pretty much all the front skirt armor is just triangles. I really like that both parts of yellow are, plastic, which is really cool. Now, I split this skirt armor in front and back, because when you get the model, the skirt armor in front and back are connected. The thing right here, these things are connected. So I used my model pliers and just cut them so they can have individual articulation. I accidentally cut part of the right one right here, like right there, and I had to super glue it. I don't know if you can tell there. So be careful. And if you're a kid and you're watching this, you should probably ask your parents to buy you some of this and tell them to, super glue it together. So, yeah. Oh yeah, before I get this is a special little piece. Damn it. Sorry about that. Anywho, this is a special piece because this is the thing that will give you all the hip movement. And if I can just get inside the skirt armor, it'll look like this. Now, if you notice right here, it can move the hips and stuff. This is the standard now in like all high grade kits. It started like in the 00 models and stuff like that. This is now a standard. So now you can move your hips in pretty much any model, all 00 style. Next up is the chest. And this chest is very colorful. I mean, it's got all sorts of colors. It's got the primary colors, classic white and gray. It's really cool the way it has it all over the place. Look here. Pretty much everything you see on this thing, except for like 2 stickers, which are right here and here, are plastic. I think that's pretty cool. Shows how cool they've gotten detail and get Bandai. So thank you, Bandai. Anywho, this is the hip joint, and it can move that much. This is the part where the skirt armor and the hip will connect to the rest of the body. These back things right here, they aren't wings, they're the beam saber holders, and these are the beam sabers. I put a little lining in here, but I just decided to glue them in because, I don't know, it just seemed like an okay thing because on the shield there are 3 more of these. So I thought, hey, I don't need to take these out. What I need these for? So I just thought, glue them down. Because if you don't, they'll just keep on like balling out and be loose and stuff. Of course, I recommend just having like glue down 5 of them and just have one that you can pull out. Because if I can find it here. You have a little yellow beam saber, a single beam saber, that you can take and put into one of these, but since I glued it down, this can be a spare from one of my other models. Anywho, triangles, colorful, you know the drill. For those you didn't hear what I said, you know the drill is what I said. Oh yeah, and before I forget, this thing can like, this hip thing right here on the legs can pivot, like so. Next up is the arm. Now, let's see. Now the arm is one of the few things on this whole thing that has the least triangles. Of course, that doesn't have much space on it. And it's very white, but which is a good thing because then you can see all this blue, and this top part on the elbow, that's a sticker. But it's a good thing that this ain't a sticker. This is a red piece, and here I have one of the manipulators, which is the thing that holds that single beam saber I was talking about earlier. And you can see here, this is the hole that the shoulder will go into. And this arm can get a 91, 92 degree bend. So pretty decent for high grade. Here at the shoulder, this is the front part and this is the back part. Don't get those mixed up. Just throws the whole kit off. Or maybe it doesn't. I haven't tried, switching it around. Maybe I will. Some other time. I think I'll just keep it this way. But if you want to do that, that's up to you. Anywho, it can pivot this much up. Just get that much up. Of course, when you put that in there, it'll be kind of cut in half or close to it. But since it can get that much articulation, I think that's pretty cool. and it snaps into the thing, and you can get all this movement. So I think that's pretty cool. Oh wait, this hole right here, that's where you put the shield in. Next up is the head and shield. Now first, let's start with the head. This head is very unique. As you can see that it has a clear V-fin. And it's got a lot of red in here. And it's got pretty much all triangles. Look at that face. This isn't very menacing looking Gundam when it does this. Seems more somber or something like that. Now if you notice, I put a little lining into the mouthpiece, and I think it looks pretty cool. Didn't put any more. And if you look at it, like this, kind of reminds me of the Rocketeer. You know, with that big fin in the back, like the Rocketeer. Whoosh. Oh yeah, the eyes and the red piece, yeah, those are all stickers on, like, right here. See that? That's something you should know. Next is the shield. Now if you notice, I put a little Gundam marker into here, and I put it on here and in the back. And I think it looks pretty okay for my first time. If you notice right here, it's got 3 beam sabers there. So that's why I glued it down. Because, well, if you notice on the box that it's got 3 beam sabers in its hand. So I thought, no need to have all those things get missing and stuff and put in a Ziploc bag. So, yeah. Oh yeah, before I forget anything, if you want to line up and touch up your Gunpla monos, you should get one of these. This is a Gundam marker. This comes in all sorts of colors. It comes in varying rays. It comes in clear green, clear blue, that sort of thing. It comes in black, white, blue. So yeah, I think you should I think any Gunpla builders out there, if you're doing cross, you're doing Gurren Lagann, just get one of these. But if you want to touch it up even more, you can paint. I decided not to because well, I'm a starter at this whole touching up thing of the models.